So I got something today I couldn't help but share. This is the Manix 2 XL. I got it on eBay for a pretty good price. It was used, no box. Doesn't bother me because it's probably just going to get used more. This thing is gigantic. I'm not complaining. I mean, it might be difficult to really get an idea in my hand. I mean, it certainly doesn't look small, but there's a couple things I can show you for comparison. There's a Delica. It kind of makes a Delica look like a ladybug. I mean, this thing is gigantic. A paramilitary. This is a paramilitary 1, not a paramilitary 2, so a little shorter on the blade. Even the blade on the Manix 2, the XL, just makes it look tiny. That's a little dirty. Here is a Tenacious, a blue one. I wish I had a regular Manix 2 for comparison, but unfortunately I don't at the moment. You can see it's just gigantic, and it's beefy. You got the cage ball lock, which is awesome. Oops. And with the original Manix 2, well, I know they're starting to go to a flat ground blade, but the hollow or saber ground blade is so heavy that it makes manipulating the blade, bring it out with your middle finger, stuff like that, whatever, so easy. And it makes the balance of the knife feel really good. And I thought that this wouldn't have that because of the flat ground blade, but I'm mistaken. It's just so big that it has a lot of weight to it. Not a bad thing, I guess, in a knife like this. Let's see what else I got here. Tenacious. I got an Endura here in my pocket. You can see it's just a bit longer than an Endura, but I mean, let's close these up and I'll show you what I mean. Just sheer size. It's just so thick and beefy. Well, not thicker than an Endura, but handle width at least. Like twice the size. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. And really, in my hand at least, I don't have anything to compare it to, but it feels about the same weight as a normal old Manix 2. Really doesn't feel super duper heavy. I like it. I like it a lot. I would highly advise anyone that's a fan of the Manix 2 picking this up, or even the original Manix series. I really like the fact that you have a choil option up here. You can grab like that for delicate close cutting, and then you have a regular hold back here, and this pommel. It just gives it such a nice feel. And I'm sorry about how shaky this is, the video at least. I'm stuck using my cell phone again today, but that just inspires confidence any way you slice it. I like this thing a lot. Now, in all honesty, because it's so stinking big, I mean, let's look at this again. Most people think the paramilitary 1 or 2 is a great sized knife for just about anything. Well, this thing dwarfs it. I mean, it might be the only thing that stops me from carrying it often. Although, it'll always be a nice thing to have around. It is just massive. And you've got all this jimping in the liners, just like you would on a normal Manix 2, which I like. Some people aren't a fan of, but I don't really love it visually. Kind of looks silly, but practically it makes sense. Although, the way this handle's set up with that pommel down there, it's just, I don't even think you need that jimping. The only place it does me any good personally is along the spine. And that thumb ramp is pretty sharp, which is not a bad thing. So, that's it for now. This literally just showed up in my mailbox 5 minutes ago. and I was so impressed I had to make a quick video about it. More to come, maybe, after I use it a little bit. Again, this is the Manix 2XL, and I could not be more excited. Let's see if we can get this to... Oh! See, that's... The original Manix 2 will close, usually, from being held horizontal like that. But this just doesn't have the blade weight to do that. But for most other things, it's got plenty of blade weight. I can dig it. Open it reverse. Very cool. Awesome, actually. That's all I have to say about that, I guess.